A Goofy movie is Disneytoon Studios' only great theatrical movie. I'm not a huge fan of the Mickey Mouse characters, so didn't expect to be a huge fan of a Goofy movie. I've never been so pleasantly surprised with a film previously to Goofy movie, and now consider Max and Goofy to have the best father and son relationship in an animated film other than Marlin and Nemo's relationship from Finding Nemo. Many fathers will resonate with Goofy and his struggles to connect with his son Max. The filmmakers also did a great job at making Max and Roxanne's relationship interesting and believable, rather than being cringy like romances in other Disneytoon Studios movies. A Goofy movie is primarily a comedy, but has just the right amount of slower father and son intimate moments. Vivo has only come out this month, but there seems to be no buzz around the film. Part of the reason that I enjoyed Vivo so much might be because I watched Paw Patrol the movie with my little sister just before Vivo, which I absolutely hated. But I genuinely thought that Vivo has so much more things that would appeal to adults than you'd get in your typical animated movie that isn't made by Pixar. The songs are top notch and there was never a moment that felt dragged. The film received solid reviews, but for some reason nobody seems to be talking about the film, which is a shame, as it's easily one of the best animated movies of 2021. Boxtrolls is one of many underrated Laika movies. Unfortunately, Laika movies tend to not make big money at the box office, and it looks like after their last stop motion animated film Missing Link lost them $75 million, they might have given up with stop motion animation, as their next project will be their first live action film, which will be an adaptation of 17, a thriller novel. Boxtrolls is my personal favourite Laika movie, as I love its bizarre concept and really liked Elle Fanning's performance as Winnie, but an argument can be made for any of Laika's films to be their best. I'm probably in the 1% in loving Cars 2, but as I was the perfect age when the film came out, I've watched the film so many times and still to this day can't see many flaws in the film. Maybe it's because I'm in the minority in liking Mater's sense of humour and loving that he was promoted to the lead character, but I just can't think of anything terrible about the film except for Miles Axelrod being an uninteresting twist villain. It's not like Lightning was barely in Cars 2, he was still a lead character going on his own adventures, competing in the World Grand Prix, just this time he shares the screen time with Mater. Without a doubt, Monsters University is the most underrated animated film of all time in my opinion. Most people refused to give the film a chance back in 2013 because they felt that a prequel would be pointless and a waste of their time, as it wouldn't add anything new to the franchise. Personally, I loved that we got to explore Mike and Sully's college days and thought that the scare games were very entertaining. The Monsters at Work Disney Plus series, which is a semi-sequel to Monsters Inc., hasn't impressed me, so I'm not sure that a theatrical Monsters Inc. 2 would do justice to the original either. Especially now that John Goodman and Billy Crystal don't seem to be able to replicate their characters' voices anymore, based on their performances as Mike and Sully from Monsters at Work. I recommend at least giving Monsters University a chance if you haven't already, as if nothing else you'll at least get to find out how Mike and Sully became scarers. Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to let me know your favourite underrated animated movies in the comment section below.